Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, Thanksgiving's over and oh my gosh, I feel dead right now, and tomorrow's Black Friday and I have to work, so if you guys could just like remember me. And speaking of Black Friday, I decided to go to Walmart with my dad while he picked up some stuff, and let me tell you, I could hardly make it through that. Like, I was so stressed out. And I thought I was gonna, like, somebody was gonna, like, knock into me because I was holding, like, a candle. And I thought someone was gonna, like, knock into me. And I was gonna, like, fall forward. And, like, the glass was gonna shatter and, like, go into me. And I was like, this is how I go. This is how I will die. It's just holding a candle and, like, somebody knocking into me. And then I also thought that somebody was gonna, like, knock into me and my phone would fall into my hand. Or that someone would try to steal my phone. Today I will be giving you guys my wrap-up for October. Freakishly late. Like, you guys deserved this video earlier this month, but I was still finishing up books from October up until like last week, and I finally finished them, so I can now actually wrap up everything in October and be pleased. And I'm even including a book that I technically read in November, but I wanted to include it in my October wrap up because I was like, I just wanted to express my opinion on the book. So anywho, let's get started. The first book that I read in the month of October was Tarzan, and it was the first book in the series. I read it for school, and it is about, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. This is why I need to prepare in advance. Okay, so basically it is about this boy Tarzan whose parents, basically, they get stranded on an island, and then his mom becomes pregnant with him, gives birth to him, and then eventually dies. And then the apes kill his dad and then proceed to raise him. So basically he is brought up as an ape, and then one day all of a sudden there are these other humans there basically that are, you know, there. And so he falls in love with Miss Jane, and yeah, and he tries to figure out how to be human. And it's good. It's a good book. I enjoyed it, and that was a crappy explanation, I felt like, but if you guys read the book and felt I did it justice, then okay. But I felt it was pretty crappy, and I probably should have prepared something before I went into the description. But anywho, so anyway, I really enjoyed the book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, though the ending made me angry. So angry. Oh my gosh. It was like, I'm just glad that there are more books in the series, because then maybe I'll be a little bit more satisfied with one of the other books. But right now, I'm still bitter. So, anyway, the next book that I read in the month of October was, can't remember the title of that one book. Darn it. Oh, The Kidnapping of Christina Lattimore. It is about Christina Lattimore, who really badly wants to go to this trip to, I don't know if it was in France, Paris, somewhere in there. I don't know where it was. I don't exactly remember. But basically her family would not let her go because it would ruin their image, because it related a lot to Catholic stuff. And they're a Christian family, and it would ruin their public image. Anywho, so one night she gets kidnapped, and her kidnappers basically, you know, do the whole thing of ransom money, but they set everything up to look like she basically orchestrated her own kidnapping to pay for this trip that she wants to go on. And her family doesn't believe her, the public doesn't believe her, nobody believes her except for one person. And with his help, she and him basically try to uncover who this mysterious third member of the party is that was responsible for her kidnapping, so she can clear her name and prove her innocence. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I got really stressed out by this book, because it was like, it got so stressful because you're sitting there, you're watching everything go on, and when you know the main plot of the story and you know that nobody's going to believe that she's going to get kidnapped, you're sitting there reading through the whole entire experience, and you're like, oh my gosh, like, this is, like, stressful, because she's sitting there, and she's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to escape and everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, sweetie, it's going to be just as much of a nightmare when you escape, and you're just stressed out, and it literally stressed me out and gave me anxiety, and I was, like, sitting there, like, I cannot keep reading this, but I needed to keep reading it. And so I continued, and it got better and better, and then I reached the ending where it was rushed, and it was like crazy, and I was like, this was too rushed, and there was no way that this probably could happen in that short of a time frame. Like, it was too short, and it was very annoying, and I was like, the ending could have been better. So that was my only issue with that, and then the stress it caused me. But other than that, oh, and then there was another thing, but about one character. They basically did not explain this character's actions well enough, and I'm still very confused as to why the character acted the way they did, and I'm slightly agitated, but it was still a fairly good book. I think I gave it maybe a 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Well, actually, I gave it a 4 out of 5. I'm going to change it to a 3 out of 5. Anyway, so the next book that I read in the month of October was the first book in the Cirque du Freak series. It is about a boy named Darren Shan who goes and sees this amazing thing called Cirque du Freak with his friend. They basically sneak in. It's illegal. They're not supposed to be there. They witness all these amazing things, and come to find out that one of the people in this Cirque du Freak is a vampire. So Darren's friend tries to basically convince the guy to turn him into a vampire, but it doesn't work. He won't do it. And Darren steals the man's spider. And everything kind of goes downhill from there. Anyway, I really enjoyed the book. I went through it. I finished it like a day. It was insane. It was a really good book, and I'm very pleased with how it turned out. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, I think. And to be honest, you guys, I'm kind of a nervous wreck when it comes to this book, because I think I know what happens, because I think a family member revealed a spoiler to me on what ends up happening towards the end, and I can't express just like how I feel about it, because it's just stressful and it makes me sad, and I know, and I really hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. So, yeah, and that was a crappy explanation, but it was the best one I could come up with on the spot, so I really need to prepare my videos before I actually film. That is probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. Anyway, so I think this is the final book I read this month. It is Lord of the Flies. It is about a group of boys who get stranded on an island, and they are basically supposed to govern themselves, and they are between the ages of like 6 and 12, so you can kind of see how like that is very chaotic. I think I gave the book maybe a 3 out of 5 stars. It was just, basically, it was like the whole entire story was like they were on drugs, and like they were having some type of visions. Like the descriptions were like, oh my gosh, this was pink and this was something else. I did not like how everyone treated Piggy. They treated him like crap. And then I don't like how things went down, though there was some things that I didn't expect to happen, and the shock factor basically kind of amped it up a little bit for me. But I still was not a big fan of the book, and the ending was incredibly rushed as well. Like I said with the kidnapping of Christina Lattimore, it was so rushed, and I expected better from it. I really did, and it could have been so much better, and yet they just went in that direction with it, and I'm very disappointed. So anyway, that was my wrap up for October. Thank you guys so much for being so patient about me getting this video up. I really appreciate it. I know like I haven't been filming a lot and making a lot of videos, and it's just because life has been kind of crazy, and while it has slowed down a bit, I'm like trying to come up with new content, and it's just really hard to do. In December, I should be uploading a video just about every week. So, because I have actual videos planned for that month. Right now, it's just kind of like in this awkward thing where I can't film anything because I have no idea what to film. And next month it'll change up, and it'll all be good because you'll have my November wrap up. I have a secret video plan that I'm not going to tell you guys about. And then I'll probably give you guys like some review videos, some of my favorite Christmas videos, and it's just going to be great. So I can't wait for you guys to see those videos. And I'm using the word videos a lot, and if I was writing a paper right now, I would have to do so much editing. And how you guys can deal with my, like how I speak, I will never know. Anyway, thank you guys again for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, guys. Like I said, a lot more videos are coming up, and wow, my eye is itching. Anyway, and please remember me as I try to get through Black Friday tomorrow, and you guys will probably be getting this video tomorrow. So as you're watching this, remember that I somehow survived Black Friday and was able to film, well, not film, but edit this video. Please follow me on all my social media. I'll link that down below. And guys, hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Who do they think they are? I've given the best years of my life to this place, and they think they can just fire me like that? Like trash? I don't think so.
SpongeBob? Is that you?
I've been waiting for you, Patrick!